Hey guys, hope you're doing well. Just want to share a video about just a bit inspired by First Man stuff, about the other side of male life, and this is stuff you can achieve with it. It's like 11 a.m. Tuesday morning. I'm at home, and look at it. I'm sitting out in the garden, I'm having a coffee, and reading a book. Like, always see in old Bollywood movies, everyone's like, taking tea out and they're drinking in the garden. I never understood why. And now just sitting here, being in the sun, reading, and this is kind of the other side of male life. What he talks about in those videos, what a man can be, how cultured, how interesting, how kind of knowledgeable a man can really be if you actually just focus your direction in the right area. No one's at home. If normally, back in my old degenerate days, if no one was home and I had the house myself, I'd be fucking upstairs with some kind of disgusting porn, jerking off to something ridiculous. I'd use my time for that, just instant gratification activities, but now I've got up at 5 a.m, I've had my cold shower, I've worked out, I've meditated, I've journaled, and I'm just feeling really good. Done some admin things for work, starting a new position next week, it looks really interesting, I'm gonna be in sales, you know. I've kind of always come to a place of like just kind of, you saw my old videos, you saw a few days back, I was down bad over the weekend, but just coming back into it now, man, it's like coming back in my week, coming back in my routine. It takes like one good day, I think, to get you back on your place. One good day of taking everything off, doing all the good habits, and you're like, okay, yeah, I know, what you're meant to do. I know what I'm meant to do, and it feels so good actually doing it. Look how beautiful this garden is, man. All these years, I never valued the work my father put into this garden, but just looking at it now, it's, my parents put in so much hard work. Like, it's one of my goals, actually. It's one of my goals by the time I'm 30, so that gives me about 3 years to retire my parents. They're still getting up at 5 a.m. and going off to work. I don't agree with that. I think they should be retired. My dad doesn't get to bed until like 10, he gets up at 6. And I know it's bad for him. My mum works nights. She works at in customs. She works night shifts. That's so bad for your sleep. That's so bad for your health. My parents don't value their sleep enough. But that's something else for another video. But yeah, they've given so much back to me, and I've got so much here. I'm so like eternally grateful for that stuff. I still want to go out and travel and do things, and maybe even work as a digital nomad. Just coming off the back of Hamza's video as well, that's really inspired me to think, okay, what's a job that I can do that I can still make an income, but I want to travel? Because I do want to see the world. That almost comes down to my degree as well. I studied international development, both off the back of going overseas and volunteering in Nepal back in 2016, but also because I wanted to see the world. I wanted to travel. I still do, but I like the funds to do so, and I like the actual goal of why I want to travel as well. It's not impossible, it's so doable, and just looking at this view, man. Just being out in nature, just having your feet touch the grass as well. It might be a bit woo-woo, but I do remember hearing about a study where, no, not a study, or something important about like touching your feet to the grass is like, earthing yourself as a person. Like all the energy or stress, or I mean even static energy, I don't know, you build up internally inside or in the office or whatever, you kind of like earth yourself down and nature yourself and becoming better here. I'm gonna go meditate for an hour later. I've got work meetings in the afternoon, and that's fine. I've got stuff ready for that. Things are happening, but I'm also able to take time out and do this beautiful activities like read for an hour. I love reading for an hour. So much transformation happens when reading for an hour. I used to love reading as a kid, and reading an adult has kind of been a bit of a shift to get back to it, but I always, 99% of the time, always feel better after reading for an hour. It's gonna be a scorcher today, I think, as well. Actually, it's gonna be like 24 degrees or something like that. So that's gonna be beautiful. I am so looking forward to that, man. I love the sun. I'm just so grateful it's so sunny today. Take care, guys. Remember, choose purpose over pleasure.